Hi, Nichola. Thank
Hi,
you for
hi.
coming back in and having a
You're
chat with
so
me.
welcome.
And it's just gone off. Look at that timing. So
So how long did you put the diffuser on for? Because the settings are what?
2 hour.
Three
I just had it on for 2 hours. I must have put it on 2
perfect.
hours ago.
Lovely.
Um,
What have
so
you got on the diffuser, Claire?
I love it. What have I got in it today? I've got lemon.
Yep.
I've got some air
Nice. That's the respiratory blend. That's for purifying the air and breathing better. Yep.
and a little bit of wild orange.
Lovely. Lovely.
Mhm.
That's the oil of positive outlook and abundance. So yeah, beautiful. That's
And I love
great.
it, and I love the box, and it's just
Yeah.
my husband's been having a little play. He likes the lemon in a drink of water. He's
Oh, isn't
been
it lovely? Yeah.
just a tiny little drop, one drop, and I just wanted to show. Actually, I should have had more water in here. I'll fill it up afterwards. But it's
Sure.
literally like one drop. That's it,
Yeah.
isn't it? One drop. Because
That
I wasted so much before I did the training, and I wanted to tell everyone about this because I was going like this,
yeah.
and I've
We
wasted
always
so
say
much.
less is more. You really, because they're so potent. Like I had read that one drop of the lemon is the equivalent of 2 lemons. Like, and actually
Wow.
the herb ones are like 70 times the equivalent of, say, if you've got oregano in there. So that's 70 times the herbs, and they're really potent. You don't need a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but our bodies, like, they're really efficient at using all the properties from the oils. So one drop is all you need in a glass of water,
Mm-hmm.
and you get all the benefits of that, like the detox and mood boost,
Mm-hmm.
and potentially weight loss, because it helps with your body getting rid of eliminating fats. And
I know,
lemon's amazing.
definitely. I'm definitely going to the toilet. I'm back and forth to the toilet, so must be detoxing my system. I can feel that, and I think it just feels like it lifts the mood. But I'm really quite keen to get more than one diffuser because I'm moving it around the house.
Yeah, I've got one in my bedroom. So I
Mhm.
put the one in my bedroom, I will put like frankincense, lavender, and wild orange in it, because that's a really nice combination. And I'll put that on an hour before bed. So my son and I sleep on the top floor. So actually the whole of the top floor smells lovely.
Mhm.
And it's really nice to do as part of a bedroom routine. And then I'll have something really uplifting like peppermint, or maybe an immune boost. So I'll do frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, which is with cloves and with orange, and tea tree, and that's the immune boost one. So one drop of each in the diffuser downstairs. So I'm breathing in that and
Yeah,
help my
that's
immune system.
that's what I suggested my mum should have because she's got a hat shop. And although she's, when they're closed at the moment, but when they open up, if people are coming in and like coughing and sneezing, you could just have that going, couldn't you? It would help for your immune system and to
It
clear
definitely does.
the air.
Yeah.
Um,
So the air blend is lovely too, because it purifies the air and it helps with breathing, and just the diffuser is amazing. And you literally just need one drop. It doesn't,
mhm,
yeah. So you can buy those separately, actually.
mhm.
Um, so yeah.
Because there's different shape diffusers as well, wasn't there? I've seen them with the
Yeah,
different.
yeah, absolutely. There's like tall ones. I just like those ones because they're kind of dinky and small, and
Mhm.
they turn themselves off, which is great when the water gets low. But I find I just keep doing it. I keep turning it on for a few days. I don't change the water very regularly,
Mhm.
um, because I just have the same sort of ones. There was a limited edition um, oil blend that was called Holiday Joy that came out in December. I think it's still available. It's so Christmassy, and it's got like the smell of fir trees, and it's just beautiful. So I put that on to give me a bit of a boost, because I was away from my family at Christmas, and it was just really nice to have in there. So I still put that on occasionally. So yeah, it's lovely. So I was going to ask you, since you've got your oils and I think you've got about 11 oils there, I was going to ask you what your favorite one so far is.
Right. Well, there's some of them I haven't tried. Some of them, I know you said just see what you're attracted to.
Yeah.
And I think that's nice, isn't it? Just to use your intuition.
That's right.
But I definitely love the wild orange. That is definitely a favorite. That was the one that that attracted me to actually getting these oils in the first place. And I do like lemon. That's been very popular. But I think my favorite thing to do is to drink that, to be honest. And even, I know you talked about doing different type of drinks and tastes and things. And at first I thought, oh, I'm not really interested in doing alternative. I wouldn't suggest clients would buy this particularly just to drink it.
Yeah.
But you could buy it and enjoy it in your diffuser and try it. But I would just be concerned because there's some of them you can't drink, isn't there? So if it's the best way to try and remember is obviously if it's like lemon or a fruit, you can drink it. But which ones do you have to avoid to not drink? Because that's what I was worried about suggesting people to drink them.
There's oregano is a hot oil. You can actually take that in a capsule, and I use that for a sore throat. But if you put it in a glass of water, it wouldn't taste very nice at all. No. The tea tree oil is not one to take internally. So there are just a couple of oils that you wouldn't take internally. There's a guide. When you buy the oils, you get that book, and there's other information that we get as a guide to say, but most of them you can take internally. Like for instance, if you have a sore stomach, there's a digestive blend there called Digest-Zen. You could put 1 drop in a glass of water, which is amazing for like acid reflux or an unsettled stomach. It's really amazing. And you can have that in a glass of water, but it's quite strong. It's got anise, it's got about 7 oils in it. It's quite strong in taste. So you could put it in a little capsule to take internally. And again, with peppermint, you could put a drop of peppermint. I'm not a massive fan of peppermint. I'm more of a spearmint girl. But if you like the taste of peppermint, then it's going to really invigorate your body. It's great for circulation, great for focus. So yeah, it just depends. And that comes with part of the consultation that I offer, is to find out what people want to use the oils for. And
that's true, because I think it did keep me stuck because there was so much information. You would hear people talking about them, and 1 minute they'd be talking about pets or allergies or dermatitis, psoriasis, and you just think, oh my god, this is just so much to learn. So for me, why I wanted it was just a mood booster, really. I wanted something that would help me feel the difference between being here at work and wanting to feel energized, and then going and sitting in the bedroom and relaxing and reading, have a different fragrance. And I know oils that I've bought in the past, you've thought of them just as fragrance, but now I've done the training, I recognize that this is much more than that. And that's what I think special
for your health.
And it just feels like, I shared yesterday on the Facebook group, I want to share again, that it feels like my little box of tricks. I know that I can change my mood, I can enhance like the atmosphere, and it just feels really quite nice. And like it's my little boy,
isn't it?
Sorry?
Yeah, it's empowering because you've got something that's really accessible. You don't need to go out to a shop to buy anything, and it's all there, and you can mix and match, and they work together. They work in harmony with each other. But that 11 oils is, if you didn't want to buy any more, that's really all you need for the everyday, enhancing your mood, as I say, focusing, uplifting it, managing emotions. It's all there.
Yeah, exactly. And I think once I feel more confident with them and using different things and learning about them, and think, oh, I could try it for that. Because the frankincense, I know that was like an offer, wasn't it? Because this one's usually quite expensive. And I had never heard of that before, but I ended up, because I got it in the promotion month, I ended up with 2 bottles of frankincense. So I feel rich in frankincense. So that's why I was looking at, well, what is this going to do for me? And it's for your skin regeneration, isn't it?
It is.
But because I've lost a lot of weight, I've got a real horrible problem. And I know this is going to make people annoyed if they haven't lost weight. I've got a lot of like loose skin on my tummy, and I've been rubbing it on, and I can't tell the difference. Like putting it on with a little bit of the coconut.
That's amazing.
I really can. I feel as if like, you know, like loose skin. I feel as if it's just like toning it up a little bit. I'm sure there's something going on. So I'm going to keep going with that. And you never know. Because that's in really expensive face creams, isn't it? Frankincense.
It is really, and you literally, if you got a bog standard moisturizer and you put a drop or two in it, you really elevate it to a, you know, to a really good face cream.
Just using this and putting a tiny drop in and putting it on my skin.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Brilliant.
So it's just pampering. It's doing all sorts of things, isn't it? And I'm enjoying getting to know them.
Absolutely. And how have your family found them?
Well, it's been interesting because, like I said about the having different atmospheres. I know I've tried the wild orange and lavender, and you can totally feel it's weird because it's cold, isn't it? It's not hot.
No, it's just a mist.
So when you come in, it's almost like it feels like the windows have been opened. It feels lighter and airier in the room after it's been on for a while. And I think it just makes you feel, I don't know, it changes your mood. It actually does change the atmosphere in the room. And other things to mention about my little boy the other night, he couldn't get to sleep, which most of, you know, kids do that. I can't get to sleep, I can't get to sleep. And I just took the time to go down with some lavender. Which one was it? Because I have to make sure I put my glasses on, because I have made the I've done it again, air bottle lavender lid. So bless him, it was definitely lavender rubbed on his feet, but I have to watch out for that because I'm not the most organized person. And I just put a drop on my hand, a drop of the coconut on my hand, and a drop of the lavender, and rubbed it on his feet. And I sat with him for 10 minutes, rubbing it up his calves, and we're just sitting chatting. And, you know, and when I walked away and came upstairs, and after I'd settled him, I just felt amazing. It felt like I hadn't rushed the process. I had took time, and obviously I was breathing it in as well. And I felt like I had a bit of a superpower, I have to be honest.
It's lovely. I mean, that sort of, to use something like that to connect with your child is amazing, but you know that you're not giving them, there's no nasties in it. It literally is just lavender oil. That's all it is. There's nothing else in there, no synthetics, no fillers. And the fact that you can walk away knowing that you've helped him sleep, and it's a lovely thing to do as part of a bedtime routine. It's really, that's wonderful.
And I mean, the thing that, again, that put me off, what I want to mention, was that I thought I would be overwhelmed, but it wasn't so much that, you know, you had to teach me everything. You do have a really good resource on a Facebook page, don't you? Can you tell a little bit about that?
Yeah, so when I discovered oils, which I have to say it was, you know, it was only in sort of July last year, it really wasn't very long ago, but I was so passionate when I found that they worked really well for me with my anxiety, which at times was out of control, that I really wanted to share it. And so what I did was I set up in September this Facebook page, which is about educating people. It's really just a dip in. You don't have to be a customer. But I just want to show people the versatility of the oils. You can use them to make cleaning products. I made dishwashing tablets and, you know, hand sanitizer a few weeks back. You can use them in a diffuser. You can use them for specific things like psoriasis. You can use them for your mood. You can use them on your pets. I mean, there's just so many things. So I really just wanted to give a bit of information and signpost where people can find out more. And then obviously when they buy their own oils, which the ideal is to get like you did, which is to get the kit to start out, like it has all the starting oils that you probably need, you know, and then to kind of give them some ideas. There is, I have a PDF, which I'm happy to share with anyone. And if anyone wants to comment on this, I can send it to them. I can email it or send it by messenger. It's got 150 uses for those oils.
Wow.
Like, yeah, so there's 10 oils there. And obviously I sent a free one, which is the wild orange. 150 uses, everyday uses for them. Like, for instance, mixing peppermint, lavender and lemon is your hay fever blend. It helps with hay fever. I mean, it's just amazing. And they're all the same oils. So it's really just about celebrating what the oils can do. And obviously it attracts people who are open-minded, who want to empower themselves for their health and their family's health.
And
So
it's not like it's a new fad either. That's what I found from the training. It was like, you know, this was used in ancient times, medicine, you know, from plants, and it's just, it's kind of going back to nature and looking for other ways that we can be responsible for our own health and well-being, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
more the pressure of the NHS. Do it yourself.
Well, yeah, and obviously they're complementary. So if you do need pharmaceuticals, they don't have the side effects. In fact, a lot of the pharmaceuticals use essential oils. They just don't really promote it. I mean, lavender is used widely in essential oils, in pharmaceutical products, eucalyptus, tea tree, you know, so these are not new, but they, for people who have to have pharmaceutical products for whatever reason, they can take these and feel confident that they're not going to interfere with them, and they can feel empowered themselves rather than just turning to something that you buy in a pharmacy. It's
And I just want to say a little bit about these rollerballs, because I'm going to send some of these out to my clients.
Yeah,
the rollerballs with this, I'm going to do my own little signature blend to mix a couple of the different oils together. That's going to help with stress, anxiety, and I just think it's something nice that you can do. You know, imagine if you're in a situation, someone starts asking you about your drinking, and you can just get this out, and you just feel like you're fussing with it. It's a bit like a fiddle thing, isn't it? If you're anxious,
yeah,
so it feels nice. It feels nice to play with, doesn't it?
It does. It's very tactile, and you can put it in your handbag. I have one in my car, so I have one that's got it's a blend of citrus oils that's called Elevation, and I use it as a perfume, but it definitely elevates my mood. And I put that on every day. I hop in the car, I put it on my wrist, I put it there, and it just sets me up for the day, and I just love it. So a little bottle like that you can carry in your pocket.
And there's something deeper than it just being a fragrance, though. It feels like it's supporting you somehow. I don't know. It does. It's really quite a nice nurturing feeling, isn't it?
It is. And you will notice, as I did, that I feel calmer just having the diffuser on. And I have to say, you know, as a single mum, sometimes I used to sort of fly off the handle a bit and get overwhelmed by things. And I don't go there anymore. I don't feel like, I just feel like I can kind of keep my emotions, not to say I don't have wobbly days, I do, but I can kind of keep them on a fairly even keel. Or if I'm really struggling, then that's what I turn to, and I'm more aware.
It's a tool, which is exactly what I'm trying to promote to my clients.
Yeah.
Something else to reach to when you're feeling that on that day, or more like of a preventative thing. So if you know that you struggle to sleep, to work out your blend with your lavender and your air and switch it on, and the little night lights, really relaxing, isn't it, as well? And it's kind of parenting yourself, isn't it, and taking that responsibility.
It's all about self-care. It's about listening to your body. What does it need? And then having something to respond to that. And I promote on my page a lot of self-care, about forgiving yourself, being kind to yourself. That's every day. To start off the day, I always put a positive meme on to kind of get people, you know, when they wake up, to have a look at that. And then later in the day, I will share something about the oils, whether it's, you know, the oils only take 22 minutes to go into every cell in your body from when you breathe them in, or put them on your skin. Yeah, just whatever little tips or blends that they can do. So I post twice a day, and it's such a friendly group. Like, really, they're really engaged. And
you know what I like about this is that when I'm signposting other ladies, I'm imagining someone who's like me 2-3 years ago, where the news feed is full of glasses of wine and friends who are, you know, pulling you back to that old life that you want to move away from. And being part of a group like yours and mine just dilutes that news feed, doesn't it? So you've got lots of friends who like to have a drink and party, but you've also got other friends who've got other ways to relax, enjoy themselves and feel good. So you're getting more of a balance. You're going
It's
to be
very much,
inspired
yeah,
by more than one sort of person in your news feed.
totally. It's normalizing nurturing yourself and your family
Mm.
and empowering. And that's what I love, because we do mostly have women in there. We have some men as well, but in particular, women tend to put themselves last when it comes to self-care. This is something that's really accessible. If you have a rollerball bottle that you reach to, it becomes part of your routine of self-care.
Mm-hmm. And what a brilliant thing if you've done dry January and you've saved money, you know, and you're coming
Yes.
to the end of it, what are you going to reward yourself with? What is it that's going to be long term for not just you, for your whole family? Because I put this at the top of the stairs and the whole house, you can smell it in the whole house, you know. So I think what a lovely thing to reward yourself with. If you've been drinking a bottle of wine a day and you haven't drank over January, this could be a really good treat.
And the thing is, the oils that you've got are the larger bottles. They're mostly 15 ml bottles. That'll last you at least a year. So yes, it is.
As long as you learn how to put the drops in properly.
Yeah, as long as you're not shaking them like that.
Like vinegar on my chips.
But yeah, they do last a long time, because one drop goes a long way. And I also have on my page a long post about for every oil, there's 3 ideas about using one drop, how you can use one drop for 3 different uses for each of those oils, and an array of uses. So you've got 250 drops in each of those bottles, so they last a long time.
That should last a while.
Yeah.
But there's so many other ones to choose from, isn't there? I mean, I want the rose, I want them all. There's so many.
Yeah.
Is there anything that smells? I was looking at the chamomile. There's just so many different ones that you want to try.
Yeah, and all the information that you need is online. If you just, so long as you put doTerra, because doTerra is head and shoulders above any other essential oil company. And I'll come back on and I'll talk about doTerra one day, because it's amazing as a company. But they're so good that when you're Googling, do say doTerra oils, and then you'll get information directly from the source about what they can be used for. And then it gives you an idea.
I'm going to tell you the last thing that really impressed me, which I haven't done yet. I keep saying it to my husband. I'm wanting him to do it. Each bottle has a batch number that you can actually really look and source back exactly where this oil came from. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, so there's a website called sourcetoyou.com, and when you go on there, you type in the batch number. Each of the single oils have a batch number that's unique, and that says all the tests that they've gone through and what the results of those tests. This is what I love about the company. It's totally transparent. You do not get that with any other company. It's literally, everything about it is totally pure and transparent.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming back and telling me about it. And each month we might like highlight one different type of oil and talk about how it could benefit us, because you know the ladies I'm working with all have similar it's a similar stage in their life, and we want anything we can that's going to help with de-stress and relax. So we're going to be coming back to you, Nichola, and you're going to be our expert on the oils.
Well, I've got so much to say on things like cravings and withdrawal symptoms and what oils are best, sleeping, anxiety. There's so much to talk about. So I really look forward to coming back and talking more. Thanks so much for inviting me.
Thank you. Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much, Nichola.
Thanks, Claire. Bye.
Bye now.